I'm Mandy Mundo and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This video we are going to take you on a tour of the Nightjet overnight train from Munich to Rome. And we've never been on a long distance train before, let alone an overnight train before, so it's a brand new experience for us. So let's take a look at how it went. Okay, so this is known as the seating compartment. So normally there are 6 spaces in here, but I went ahead and paid extra to have a private compartment. So we have all 6 spaces to ourselves. And as you can see, you can lift up the armrests and you can just use the 3 seats as your bed for the night. We've got some storage up here for your luggage. And then these tables fold out because they also have food on the train that we will be taking part in shortly. So I did this because I wanted actually the sleeper train, but the sleeper cabins were all full. So then I was going to do the couchette train. The couchette is where you have like bunk beds, but you share it with other people. And Jeremy didn't want to do that. He didn't want to sleep with strangers. So I found this option where it's the seated cabin that you can pay a little bit extra to have the whole thing to yourself. So I think it's going to be pretty cool. I'm just going to, you know, lay down on the seat here and go to sleep that way. They do have a bathroom in our seated cabin. Not in the cabin itself, but just in the carriage. So again, just your typical airplane bathroom. Alright, so we just ordered some food. I got the chili. It comes with a little bit of bread, and then Jeremy got pasta. We also got water and Pringles and a chocolate bar. So we also found out that when they came to check our tickets, the guy said, if you go to sleep, make sure you mind your belongings, because there have been known to be thieves that come and try to take your stuff while you're sleeping. So be aware of that, and I'm just gonna sleep on my pillow. Is gonna be like all my important stuff near my head, so someone would really have to wake me up to try and take that from me. So because you can't lock the cabin, we can just put down the curtains. So if you see here, like we have our door closed and the curtains down, but we can't actually lock ourselves in. So hopefully no thieves come on board. So here's the menu. This is the back side, but for those people who have allergies, it has little pictures of the common allergies. Celery apparently is a common allergy, and then that will be depicted on the menu itself. So if you open it up, we've got the main entrees over here. So we have goulash soup, paprika chicken, the chili, which is what I got, and it's actually very good. It's kind of spicy and it has like quinoa in it, so it is rather tasty. And then there's the penne. Jeremy originally ordered the salami baguette, but they were out of it, so that's why he got the penne. And then breakfast stuff, and then snacks, as well as hot and cold beverages. So you just go to the sleeper car to order, and then they come and bring you your food. So again, really impressed with the chili. Jeremy's pasta wasn't very good, he said, but didn't look very good either. But my chili is excellent. All right, moment of truth. I just woke up. It's about 7, and I have to say, not very happy with the way I slept. The seats were not very comfortable, and I would wake up like every hour and a half or so just because my back hurt or my hips hurt or whatever. And then would have to go turn around and go back to sleep. But Jeremy said he slept fine. He said it was like sleeping on a bed, so I don't know. Maybe it's just the shape of my body, but it wasn't fun. but still got sleep. It was obviously a lot better than sleeping on a bus or an airplane. I got to lay down. So I probably toss and turn off and on for like 9 hours or so, which is fine by me. So we actually just arrived to Florence. So we're at the Florence train station right now. And some people are getting off, but obviously we are staying on to Rome. I think it's going to stop in Milan and then Rome, or maybe just go to Rome. So anyway, not the best sleep, but it is what it is. And I like the fact that we just went to sleep and like woke up at our destination. So it takes away from having to waste a day traveling, I think. So maybe we'll get some breakfast on the train, or maybe we'll just hang out. We should be there in a couple of hours. All right, so we just noticed this, but the seats, you can kind of push them down, and if you do that on all of them, you'll make like this little bed, like a little twin-size bed. So there's a thing under here that you grab and you pull. So Jeremy and I could have spooned last night, but we didn't know that. So maybe on the way back, we'll try that. So I tried to use the bathroom in our carriage, but it was occupied, so I went next door to the sleeper carriage, which technically you're not supposed to do, but I need to use the bathroom. So I go in the bathroom, only to find out that it's a much nicer bathroom, and it even has a shower. And our bathroom was out of paper towels and soap, but their bathroom had paper towels, it had soap, it had a shower. I was like, oh my gosh. So you can definitely see how the other half lives. So yeah, oh well, at least we had a toilet and I don't need a shower. I'll shower at the hotel. That's what I'm telling myself. So here's what the carriage looked like. There's about 8 or 9 compartments and then a bathroom on either end. On the train ride down, about half the compartments were empty, so the train was not really crowded at all. And the best part about buying a private seated compartment, you get the whole thing to yourself, obviously, but therefore you don't have to wear your mask because you're only in here by yourself. Which, I don't know if that's the rule, that's just what we're doing. So it would have sucked if on a 13-hour train ride we had to wear the FFP2 the whole time. So we're just chilling and relaxing, enjoying the scenery on the last leg of our trip. All right, so we made it to Rome. Our train was actually a little bit late, about an hour and 15 minutes, so it was more like a 14-hour train ride. So pros and cons of taking the overnight train. Pros, you wake up in your final destination, so less time spent traveling, in my opinion. Another pro is just baggage-wise, like you don't have to worry about your liquids, or if we're bringing wine back from Italy, bringing wine back. We don't have to worry about that because we're obviously not on an airplane. And then another pro is not having to worry about the COVID stuff at airports. So they told us, or at least it says on Italy's website, that if you take a train, you have to show your COVID passport, but nobody ever asked us for ours. We did get stopped at like the borders, but no one ever came on and asked us to see our stuff. I don't know. And then some cons, the sleeping situation was not ideal for me. Jeremy said it was fine, but I was not very comfortable. But that's okay. I still did get some sleep. And then the I guess bathroom situation was another con. It was just a very dinky, basic bathroom. But it just depends what you want to do. You know, if you want to take the train versus flying. The train actually took us right to where our hotel is, like right where the piazza of where our hotel is. So that was nice too. So it just really depends. And then cost-wise, if I would have booked airplane flights about a couple months ago, an airplane would have been cheaper than taking the train. But because I waited until the last minute to book, because I didn't want to buy anything, I couldn't cancel if I didn't know we were actually coming to Italy. Now, if I booked flights flights were more expensive than taking the train because I got the most basic package on the train, right? Just the seated compartment. So that was cool too, that we got our own little private compartment. So it did end up being cheaper just because I waited until later to book, but if we would have booked earlier, flying would have been cheaper. So weigh your options and see what works best for you or best for your family. But I'm glad we did it. I'm glad we got the experience. So that was the ÖBB Nightjet 295 from Munich to Rome.